Stronghold Shrine captured. Outside the shrine, Minamoto no Yorimitsu sheathed the blade in his hand. Behind them, the Ghost Armory had just endured a fierce battle and was now regrouping under Onikiri's command to regain strength. As expected of Hiromasa-sama, whose talents have made him renowned throughout Heian-kyo. Those evil spirits just ambushed us from the shadows, but thanks to Lord Hiromasa's rated demon arrows. You flatter me, I merely did some small things to help everyone. Ghost Armory is indeed powerful, but its long-range combat techniques within troop formation still need refinement, my lord. Your advice is very useful. I've taken note of it. So agreeable today. For valuable advice, one should not hesitate to praise, and more importantly, adopt it earnestly. The greatest strength of human clans lies in their ability to continuously improve and refine themselves through lessons and experience. Onikiri sheathed the sword in his hand. First wave, second wave, then rest. The third and fourth formations guard the flanks. If you first grasp the blade of conviction on the kangwe, now you wield it with mastery. When I led the Ghost Armory to attack the shrine earlier, I witnessed the true edge of your drawn blade. Malevolent spirits linger in the shrine, yet even with the power of the circle's center, they cannot withstand a single strike from you. To have improved so much in such a short time, this is because you fully infuse your blade with the conviction to wield it. During this time, I've challenged countless swordsmen across the land. To wield a blade by one's true will, it sounds simple, but as I honed myself, I realized it was no mere boundary. Though brief, my time away from the Minamoto clan has cleared my mind, allowing rapid progress. With the slightest movement of the blade, the military formation shifted and struck according to Onikiri's will. I sensed the presence of evil spirits. The shrine's ritual node is so crucial that the evil spirits controlled by Shiodomen will surely attempt to reclaim it. Onikiri, after battling your way here, do you still have strength to fight it? The blade of conviction has become one with its life-bound sword. Nowadays, commanding the Ghost Armory doesn't tire me at all. I can still fight. As his words faded, the evil spirit lunging at him from behind dissipated mid-air. One of the Ghost Armory units sheathed its sword. Onikiri could effortlessly control Ghost Armory with just a thought. The Ghost Armory coordinated with the Onmyoji and warriors led by Minamoto no Yorimitsu. A streak of light from the moonlight glade flashed across the sky as Takashime descended from above. With her aid, the moonlight descending from the sky became the sharpest weapon, slaughtering any demons daring to charge toward the shrine. Thanks. Thank you. Onikiri and Hiromasa began assessing the damage to the Ghost Armory. Takashime turned her gaze toward Minamoto no Yorimitsu. The Minamoto clan's coordination just now was brilliant. Only with comrades who trust each other implicitly and fight side by side can seamless coordination be achieved. This is the greatest fortune a warrior could ask for. Once I too had comrades I could trust, Lord of the Minamoto clan. Cherish what you have now. Of course. This area has been purified. I'll head elsewhere to provide support. She nodded in farewell to Hiromasa and Onikiri as they returned from their inventory check. Ghost Armory is costly. Shouldn't we be more frugal? Lord Minamoto no Yorimitsu, approximately 2 Ghost Armory units were damaged in this battle, including the 2 lost earlier during the march and conquest. Everything has been properly recorded. This time it's fine. Our Minamoto techniques have advanced significantly during this period, reduced its cost to 1/3. That's still a lot of money. Though the Minamoto clan is wealthy, As the head of the main family, you should still be frugal. Lord Hitomasa makes a valid point. Last time, 10 million jade were blown up, and all we got from Fujiwara Michinaga were some vouchers. You don't even enjoy pleasure. What's the difference between those vouchers and scrap paper? Not worthless scraps. I exchanged most of the dividends reserved for the clan elders who only ate and did no work for Fujiwara clan bonds. What? The clan share for you is in cash. Moreover, the elders were quite pleased to receive the vouchers, and many went to enjoy themselves at the Fujiwara clan's establishments. There are still 10 million vouchers left, which would be paid to Fujiwara Michinaga as the cost for the map. Your mutual dislike with Fujiwara Michinaga is far too obvious. Minamoto no Yoremitsu directs the Minamoto Onmyoji to purify the shrine with mystic arts. The Minamoto clan's banner was planted atop the shrine. The shrine was established by the Taira clan. Yes, my lord. See, with a new banner, this shrine looks much more pleasing. Master, didn't you say you had an important quest for me? You're right. Lord Minamoto no Yoremitsu, the 2 items you requested have been retrieved. What's this? When you left, you kept the garments bearing the Minamoto crest. I've modified this outfit using Ghost Armory's techniques to better harness the blade's sharpness. I noticed your clothes were damaged during the battle, and the upcoming fights will likely be even more violent. Now is the time of crisis suitable for battle. And this, the box containing that icy blade. That ice blade once belonged to the Shrine Maiden's Sword Saint, and is one of the few clues she left behind. Just now, the icy blade resonated with the demonic sword, clashing until both vanished. We need someone who can sense the Minamoto clan's aura to use the detection arts, tracing the sealed ice blade through the residual energy of its former container. If you can retrieve it, bring it back. If not, return swiftly and inform me. Onikiri carries the blade of Minamoto's conviction and can also sense that icy sword. Onikiri must stay and help me command the Ghost Armory. Hitomasa takes the box. Even if you hadn't mentioned it, Same already instructed us to keep an eye out for Yotohime during our march. She is our friend. Yotohime should also be near the ice blade. Moreover, the ancestral ice blade must not be lost so easily. I'll join up with you all shortly. It has now been confirmed that the fairy bird is the severed hand of Taira no Masakado, who was sealed together with Okonimushi in that dueling arena. If the seal breaks, what returns won't just be Okonimushi. Taira no Masakado will also reappear. Taira no Masakado is not to be underestimated. We must make thorough preparations. If a single ice blade, asleep for who knows how many years, already possesses such power, if we can use the ice blade to trace the final whereabouts of that Shrine Maiden Sword Saint, it should aid us against the Taira. I wonder if the Kamo and Fujiwara clans have captured the other 2 key strongholds yet. For Same, this is no challenge at all. As for Fujiwara no Michinaga, it should be no problem either. Moreover, that Ashio Dolmen claims to be a shard from the Book of Dark Onmyoji Spells. The Book of Dark Onmyoji Spells might be the very one Fujiwara Yoshifusa obtained back then. The Kangwe incident, Fujiwara Michinaga's involvement was suspicious from the start. No surprise the book ended up in his hands. That should serve as a reminder to Lord Same. Same had already known, which is why he specifically assigned Suzuko Hime and Musuri to accompany them. I see. You all truly have minds more twisted than blade patterns. Stronghold, Castle of the Silence Mountain Gate has been raided. Lord Same, the lingering evil spirits and those enemies emerging from the crevices have all been purified. Good. In that case, let's form the array and overwrite Dolan's Formation points here. Yes, my lord. Lord Samet, earlier when you purified that enormous, ferocious enemy with a pentagram, it was truly so majestic. The Kama clan suffered heavy losses after that upheaval years ago. If not for Lord Samet's help, we might have long been crushed by those two clans. Never mind. Now that the three great clans have formed an alliance, I ask you all to set aside such thoughts for the time being. The Kamo clan should also set aside past disputes for now, prioritizing matters of Heian-kyo. If any single faction were to face the battlefield of Castle of the Sun alone at this moment, it would likely prove too difficult. Rest assured, Lord Samet, you've long since explained the stakes to us. Though the Kamo clan's current influence pales compared to the Minamoto and Fujiwara, they have the teachings of Lord Samet from days past. We will prioritize Heian-kyo above all else. The Kamo clan's Onmyoji, alongside Samet, began forming hand seals to purify the power left by Ashiotomen at the city gates.
Samet, how's it going?
I have already used spells to purify the evil spirits here.
This cursed moon has also been purified. We owe
much of our progress to you and Yao-Bikuni along the way.
Samet, you should rest a while longer. This journey has taken a great toll on the Kamo clan's Onmyoji, under your command.
Until Castle of the Sun's crisis is resolved, I can't rest easy. The group arrived at the city gate and gazed down the mountain. Around Yamashiro, affected by the great array in the Castle of the Sun, time and space have already become confused. Numerous spectral figures not belonging to this time and space emerged from the fissures. Along the way, Samet led the Kamo clan's Onmyoji to seal many fissures, but the root of the chaos lies with Ashiotomen and the fairy bird atop the Sun Fortress. Those are time shadows emerging from the past due to the instability of Yamatai's sea of time. The past manifested into the present, merging with Dolan's banquet of 10,000 spirits, birthing such monstrosities.
Many of these time shadows do not belong to the past of the Castle of the Sun.
It's our past from the Castle of the Sun, influenced by the confused here, thus manifesting. Now that the Minamoto and Fujiwara clans are absent, Yao-Bikuni asked freely. Listening to Takashi Hime recount her past experiences, it seems the Taito no Masakado incident holds hidden truths. He fell in the Genpei War, yet his body was brought back to the arena. Moreover, it eternally battles Okuninushi in the dual arena as a means to seal Okuninushi. Perhaps Taito no Masakado's death and his transformation into a vengeful spirit within the arena are a part of the seal. Likely, even the three great clans are unaware of this matter. Perhaps even Taito no Masakado had foreseen this. After Taito no Masakado's death, the three great clans nearly exterminated the remaining Taito and erased all traces of their existence. Such methods are far too ruthless, though there may be reasons behind them. The vengeful spirit of Taito no Masakado will never rest in peace. It wasn't convenient to mention it in front of those two earlier. According to Minamoto no Murimitsu, the outbreak of the Genpei War was also instigated by the Fujiwara clan's divisive tactics. The Fujiwara clan only cares about results, employing methods that are hard to accept. The masterminds behind this spirit festival are not just Ashiotomen. Fujiwara Michinaga is also among them.
If Dolan is a soul shard from the tome of Dark Onmyoji spells, then this book must be.
When I saw the Fate Shaper, I already had my suspicions.
Did Fujiwara Michinaga Send the fate shaper to bring it?
During the Conway incident, the Fujiwara army's arrival was far too coincidental. The book ultimately fell into Fujiwara Mijinaga's hands, and he had been visiting me daily to learn Onmyoji spells, never leaving Heian-kyo. I remember Kohaku kept joking those days that he was just there for free meals. Later, when delicacies from Nikagawa Villa were brought, Kohaku immediately switched sides.
It's not just about the food. I saw his sincerity and reluctantly allowed him to enter the courtyard for a look.
Kohaku judged that he meant no harm to me for now. Otherwise, he would never have been allowed into the courtyard. This is hardly praiseworthy. Fujiwara Mijinaga's plans cannot be fully ascertained, but he whispered his speculations to Yabukuni. I think Minamoto no Yorimitsu noticed too, but chose not to say it outright. When we split our forces, I secretly entrusted Suleiko Hime with a task. Have her secretly observe the Fujiwara clan, especially Fujiwara no Michinaga's actions. Plus, in Musubi accompanies us, her intuition and ability to see threads of fate often prove useful. Kagadas went to assist Kamo's Onmyoji in reinforcing their realm. When the fortification was complete, her gaze drifted toward the mountain ridge beyond. That is precisely the direction of the Minamoto clan's march. Along the way, I noticed Kagura seemed troubled. Is she worried about Hiromasa? I wonder what kind of quest Minamoto no Yorimitsu assigned to Hiromasa. Kagura is worried that Hiromasa might be in danger. Minamoto no Yorimitsu won't force anyone into hardship, nor deliberately assign tasks beyond Hiromasa's capabilities. Moreover, beyond his graceful demeanor, Hiromasa is also the Minamoto clan's most renowned archer. He, too, has a heart for Heian-kyo. We faced many dangers together in the past. Have faith in Hiromasa's abilities. Lord Samet excels at soothing hearts, but now I sense you share Kagura's emotions. As expected of Yabukuni, she can see right through me. Even with reasons not to worry, people's thoughts can never be entirely objective.
Samet, Yabukuni.
Hearing their calls, Samet and Yabukuni gazed into the distance along the mountain's cliffs. Near a temporary rift by the distant cliffs, a figure is locked in combat with malevolent spirits and other spirits. The radiance of the moon shines brilliantly under the night sky, while the twinkling stars above echo its glow. That was Takashi Ine. Is she fighting alone? The starlight around her is the lingering power of Yasha's spirits, saved by Takashi Ine, now faint glimmers in the eternal night. The chaos of space-time has instead amplified the power of these starlight fragments. The remaining starlight gathered around the last full moon of the Council of the Sun. Lord Zemet, after we purified Ashiodona's ritual site here, the spirits and evil spirits around are all converging towards this place. No need to worry about the evil spirits surrounding this place. Kagura and I will hold the line. I'll help Takashi purify the array point on that mountain wall. You be careful. Yabukuni stepped through scattered starlight to aid Takashi. The surrounding evil spirits roared as they closed in on Yabukuni, trying to stop her from aiding Takashi, only to be repelled by her starlight blast. Samei observed the surrounding evil spirits, howling as they lunged toward Kagura and him. These evil spirits trapped by the calamity 1,000 years ago share the same origin as the calamity god on the Conway. Some of them yearn for liberation and, like the calamity god, are drawn to pure white souls. I will protect Kagura. Go free. The shackle that binds you to this realm shall hold you back no more. Battle Point Reunion Sakura. The Cherry Grove has been captured. The Fujiwara Onmyoji are resting here for now. Unlike the other two locations, someone still dares to play music here even as war looms.
You Fujiwara clan Onmyoji are quite laid back, aren't you? Now is hardly the time to fuss over your instrument.
Those aren't just musical instruments, they're also their weapons.
Using music as a curse? Elegant, truly elegant.
Yes, of course. 1,000 years ago, the first head of the Fujiwara clan combined music with Onmyoji spells. Since then, many in our Fujiwara lineage have chosen the path of musical incantations through generations. Lord Fujiwara no Michinaga stands as the foremost among them.
Then, can you play the zither too?
Me? I've no talent for music. As a child, I learned to play the flute out of admiration for Lord Hiromasa of the Minamoto clan. Later, I also revered Lord Michisuna and Lord Michinaga. But I couldn't master any of them, flute, viola, or koto. Fortunately, the Fujiwara family's practices aren't limited to musical incantations.
True, your Fujiwara clan is just as wealthy and powerful as the Minamoto.
If we're truly comparing wealth alone, the Minamoto clan can't hold a candle to our Fujiwara. Our Fujiwara clan's businesses span all industries, diverse, yet deeply rooted in each.
Wow, that must be a fortune.
She listened with great relish. A long-lurking malevolent spirit, noticing this position guarded only by a few seemingly weak figures, extends its tentacles toward Inusubi. Boom.
Don't stop, keep going.
My lord, you just scattered that evil spirit with a single swing of your box. Anyone seeing this side of Inusubi for the first time should be startled. Where were we? Speaking of the Fujiwara clan's assets. Ah, yes, exactly. Moreover, after a bloody upheaval, the Kama clan devoted themselves to mastering the arts of Onmyoji. And the Minamoto clan, under its current head, Minamoto no Yorimitsu, has already been in decline for decades. Even if the Minamoto family head has now revitalized the clan's military might, the power of human clans has always been under the full control of our Fujiwara clan. Look at our Fujiwara clan's emblem, the descending wisteria. The vines flourish and thrive, just as the Fujiwara faction prospers, intertwined like wisteria. No wonder we can see you Fujiwara Onmyoji using different branches of Onmyo arts. Actually, this is also my first time seeing the other branches of the Fujiwara clan. In the past, even the former family head, Fujiwara Luichi, couldn't make all factions submit. But I see that the Fujiwara clan all obeyed Lord Fujiwara Michinaga's orders. Oh, that. Well, I must go change the guard. Please rest here for a while, my lords. The Fujiwara Onmyoji found an excuse to leave. This clan head is so young it commands far greater prestige than past leaders.
He's quite impressive. When he played the koto earlier, the evil spirit that heard its tones were as if scorched by flames.
Within the flames that burn evil spirits lies the power to aid in purification and rebirth. He controlled the Fujiwara army with his zither, while Fujiwara's Onmyoji spread the power of Onmyoji spells across the battlefield through melody. One could say it was a rider-like momentum. Fujiwara Michinaga is not to be underestimated.
They hemmed and hawed, unwilling to speak. I actually know a lot about what they just mentioned. Having stayed in the human world for so long, how could I not know the Fujiwara clan? I just wanted to see if I could gather more information. Turns out this guy knows even less than I do. Many tales in my repertoire are based on members of the Fujiwara clan. Their factions are too numerous, and so are the trivial rumors.
Then, do you also know about this young clan head's affairs? And Musubi mysteriously pulled out a puppet show script.
Judging from past events, there must be something fishy going on within the Fujiwara clan. The first head of the Fujiwara clan possessed the phoenix's blessing of immortality, said to allow rebirth from ashes. And every so often, they have a young clan head like this. Upon careful consideration, it's truly fear-inducing. Sodeikohime? Sodeikohime?
This legend, you just revealed it so casually.
So, no one's heard of it? Could this be a Fujiwara clan secret? Long ago, I heard a story about the Fujiwara clan. Suddenly, at Princess Saki's abode, wisteria blooms feed in enchantment. The young and accomplished Fujiwara Sion fell in love with a commoner's daughter. That young master of the Fujiwara clan betrayed his own kin for it, and later,
How is she?
died of illness. Died of illness near my shrine. I've seen this kind of thing too often. I'm not sad at all. Besides, that happened so long ago, I can't quite remember the details.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I've written and heard far too many stories. I only remembered a bit when the Fujiwara clan's Onmyoji mentioned it just now. When we reunite with Samet and the others, I'll give them this puppet theater script.
Listen, the koto's melody rises again. The melody was exceedingly gentle, rippling through the cherry blossom grove. With each note, glittering light spilled from the strings he plucked, flowing into the circle centered Ashiotoman had set here. As he performed the purification, nearby evil spirits began converging here. Yet amidst the battlefield, the melody of the koto suddenly shifts. The condensed jade white light clings to the formation points, yet manifests in flame-like patterns, incinerating the lingering miasma of calamity. The flames scorched the evil spirit, yet it did not scream instead. It appeared serene and peaceful. When Takashime arrived to assist in the purification of the outer evil spirits, Fujiwara Michinaga had already eliminated the nearby ones. Thank you so much. Without your help, we could still purify the evil spirits here, but it would take considerable effort. We mustn't keep the other two paths waiting. Is this calamity in the Castle of the Sun related to you? I thought you'd be more tactful. Yes, my lord. Takashima raised her blade, pointing it at Fujiwara Michinaga's seemingly fragile neck. The current calamity still requires the Fujiwara clan. Though this calamity involves me, it was perhaps inevitable. The Yamatai dueling grounds are the entrance to the reflected realm. Okuninushi descended into the arena in human form to duel with slaves he found amusing. That he could be sealed for decades was only because he didn't care. The time has come. That person will surely arrive as promised to open the dueling arena. If not today, then tomorrow. Takashima lowered her hand and turned to leave. Since you're implicated in Castle of the Sun's crisis, redeem yourself through battle. I will end the Shiodoman with this moonlight glaive.